entertaining universe. So I'm not saying I have this, or maybe I will have this someday. But right now I don't. And maybe I should have this. Look, every single person has, this thing about them that makes them special. And I'm not talking about, what I mean is that they either are very courageous, they're very outgoing, they're very adventurous, they're very, they have nerves of steel. And they have all of these things that make them who they are. They have these great qualities about them that make them who they are. Now, I know a few qualities that I have, even though some of you may not agree with the qualities I have. I may not be adventurous, I may not have nerves of steel, I may not have, that courageousness, that outgoingness that everyone wants to see from me. But there is a little bit of, there in my head and in my heart, I know that I can do anything I set my mind to. Whether it's, going hiking for like 10 plus miles, even though I probably wouldn't do that for a long time, or, going to the top of a very tall building and looking down at the city that's down below me. Sure, there's individuals who are afraid of heights, they're afraid of, spiders and clowns and, things of that nature. And, over the course of the last, let's say 5 years, I've kind of realized something. That I slowly have be getting better and better and better with heights. I used to be extremely terrified of doing scary things in my life. Whether it was going on a roller coaster and going upside down, or going in twists and turns. I mean, I've been on the Tower of Terror in California Adventure. Now it's called Guardians of the Galaxy. That goes straight up, and then it goes straight down. And then it goes up halfway, and then it goes down halfway. And then it's just a whirlwind of, emotions that can go through that. And I'm not saying I'm ever going to have complete full nerve of steel and be as courageous as I possibly can and do all these things. But I'm slowly trying to overcome my inept fear of going on roller coasters, or going on, doing something that's really high up. And it's okay to be afraid of things. It's okay to also realize that you can overcome those fears. Whether it's going on a roller coaster you've never been on before, or doing something that's at the top of like a building or something like that, or anything really. Overlooking on a balcony at a hotel, whether it's in another city, another state, another country. There's just so many things that other individuals have done that I've seen that I would love to do. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do it like right away. It could take a year. It could take months. It could take a decade. It could take more than a decade. But eventually, at some point in my life, I'm going to be able to say, hey, I've been on that roller coaster, or hey, I've been at the top of, the Eiffel Tower, even though Paris is, far, far, far away from me going there, or, going to a Statue of Liberty and going to however tall or high it can go on that, or going to the monument, the National Monument, or going to, the Empire State Building, or, things of that nature. If that makes any sense to you guys, I would love nothing more than to be courageous, be outgoing, be adventurous, have nerves of steel, do all these things that a lot of other individuals have done before me. That, sure, some individuals who are afraid of heights slowly work up to, getting rid of that fear, or getting rid of that, being afraid of something. Go and do something for the first time, whether it's going on a roller coaster or a ride at a theme park that could go up and down, even though that could be just adrenaline speaking in your body, or go on a roller coaster that has a loop in it, or go on a roller coaster that has twists and turns in it. Do things that are outside the normal, or do things that are, that you may have been afraid of at one point. I'm not saying you should go in a vat of spiders, or, go next to a snake, or, do things like that. Just work up to that. If you feel uncomfortable with doing something, then don't do it. I'm not forcing you or telling you have to do something you don't want to do. I'm just saying, if you're afraid of something, and I'm not saying you have to do any of this stuff, slowly build up to, taking that fear away. Like, I'm still learning how to, deal with heights. I was extremely scared of heights. But over the course of, like I said, whether it's the 5 years or whether it was when, I first went on the Tower of Terror ride in California Adventure, I was scared of, going on anything that had to do with heights. But I'm slowly transitioning out of that, a fear of being afraid of doing something like that, whether it's going on, a ride at a theme park that has twists and turns, ups and downs, things of that nature. Going on, an elevator, even though some people might have fears of going on elevators because it could break down. Or, anything like that. You have to slowly take baby steps in order to, experience firsthand that not everything is meant to be scary. I mean, there's a lot of things that are meant to be scary, but not everything has to be scary in our lives. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's going on a roller coaster, or that has twists and turns, ups and downs, circles, going upside down, or, going on an elevator, whether it's going straight up and then going straight down really fast, or whatever it may be that you're afraid of. Try to overcome that fear. Try to baby steps first. Maybe go on an elevator for one floor, or go on a roller coaster or a thing that only has one or two ups and downs, and then build from that and see how far you're willing to go in life. Whether it's going towards the top of a skyscraper, or going to the top of the Eiffel Tower, or whatever it may be for you. Slowly build up to overcoming that fear that you may have, whatever that fear is. I'm not saying you should do it in one day or a week or a month. Over time, build up your confidence, build up your nerves of steel, build up that that it could be adrenaline for you, it could be being adventurous, it could be something completely different. Find what you're afraid of and try to do that thing you're afraid of one step at a time. And don't just jump right into something, because that's not the right way to do something. Take baby steps. I mean, over the past almost 33 years of my life, I've overcome so many fears. I've overcome the fear that filming in public when I'm making my vlogs, or going on a roller coaster, or, talking to a girl, or things of that nature. I've overcome those fears. And I believe every single person can overcome one fear or two fears, or however, but not all of your fears should be overcome. Just the ones that you want to overcome. With that being said, I've got a couple birthdays we've got to wish today. And before I do that, I just want to say one more time that go back to the January 31st vlog from this year and go ask me questions, because tomorrow is my 10th year on YouTube, and I want to answer as many questions as I can that are appropriate to me. So, like I've mentioned before, no sexual questions, no asking me to do videos that I may not feel comfortable doing. And that goes back to, the whole overcoming your fear thing. And I'm going to do that. Trust me. I will overcome that fear of, I will dance again in a vlog at some point. I'm not going to take my clothes off or anything like that ever again, but maybe I'll do something that's out of the norm that I haven't done before on my YouTube channel. I mean, I've done a lot on my YouTube channel, by the way. I've showed you me going to Disneyland, California Adventure, going to Hawaii, going to Ohio, going to car shows, going to all these different things, even going to a concert at one point, going to Comic-Cons, to VidCons. I've done a lot of things in my YouTube career, even though some of you may not think of this as a career for me. And I still have so much more things that I could do, but that's beside the point. So let's do the birthdays, and then let's say do my outro and say goodbye. So I want to wish Grace Ann Parks a happy birthday, and I want to wish Jack Howard a happy 30th birthday today. And I will see you guys all tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And ciao. Bye-bye.